started like that.
You did that.
But I'm pretty sure you guys just drunk anyway.
Pretty much.
Regardless.
Half a bottle of gin.
Fuck me.
Going through half a bottle of gin wasn't the most fun.
And we're live
I'm
again.
Take a drink.
I did most of my aftershocks and that.
Zara on a fire behind you.
I think it depends on what kind of gin you were drinking, but yeah.
Cheers.
No worries.
Fuck damn
I was trying to drink my freaking dark fruits.
Holy shit!
Like, you're behind me.
I just realised I'm actually on my old tyres. Fuck.
No! No!
Yeah, I just realised. I wonder why I got hardly any rears and looked up tyre and I'm on tyre 3. And I'm like, shit, that was tyre 3 in the race.
You know what? I am. Yeah, no, I'm just going to go to the pits.
I have got
rest of
bicycles.
So a minute left now as LeMay currently holds P1. We'll zoom in on him in a minute, followed by Fjord who's holding P2.
That's
And
my qualifying over.
Spirit will hold on to P3 as Bracken declares defeat to the Maserati. Zar still out in 8th place. Hopefully going to set a lap. Can he jump Zure and Bracken?
Probably me, easily. For some reason, since I started this game, I've basically just set my own AI to beginner, because fucking hell.
Here we go, watching Zara as he shoots up that straight towards that U-turn, of which I do not remember the name of.
It's called a hairpin, love.
It's a
We live
U-turn
in,
in British.
we live in England, we call them U-turns now.
Here we come up to this rather bent U-turn that goes onto a straight section before kink in the straight section onto another straight section before going into a corner. My God, I've never been so excited in my life.
Rory Walker, eat your heart out.
And this car that we're seeing here is unique on the track, apart from the one behind it, of which of course is identical to the other one. In theory, it's a Maserati. And Zar comes round the final few corners now onto the start-finish straight. Just wait for him to get there. GT3 car would be over the line now, but we're not in GT3 cars, we're in GT4 cars. And he moves to take 7th place over a Zurgo. Next one to cross the line. It's Spirit.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that, I promise.
I did.
I was trying to do a spin around you to
just
go
saying.
fucking drift style, but I missed.
Have you seen the delta between me and Fjord?
Only a few seconds.
It's like nothing in
Just
it.
kidding.
Like, what the hell?
So this time we
again.
go for a slightly more mixed up grid. And the way that we have LeMay, Fjord and Spirit will hold 1st, 2nd and 3rd again. Followed by, this time, Adam Wolf in 4th place, who will be chased by Blade Wolf, who will be followed by Bracken, who will be attempted to be followed by Zar, who will hopefully be followed by a Zurgo, bringing up the rear in 8th place.
Can we not reverse grid?
No. Next question.
No,
Illegal.
Now I actually use new tyres. I can actually race now.
Oh, fiddly dee.
An hour and a half remaining for Burp.
Almost there. Can I forward now, please?
I already feel a little bit tipsy, not gonna lie.
What have you had, like a sip?
I haven't gone.
Yeah, actually, I've not had that much, but then again, I've not really eaten today, so that's probably also why.
God damn it, Spirit. If you were here, I'd be making you a fecking dinner.
But that's like effort, and usually I love cooking, I just haven't got the motivation for it right now.
And we
I
see
love the motivation of cooking.
and we see the crowd in the distance go wild with blue and white flags. Blue and wild associated mostly with Spirit. Nope, Fjord Fox here, so maybe there's not much support for any other driver. But congratulations,
Blue and
Fjord Fox. In Italy, Scotland have turned up for you.
The crowd goes absolutely mild.
All three of the fans here are waving those blue and white flags as the rest of the crowd sits there and wonders what this famous accent is.
And that three famous crowd is socially distanced, one at each sector.
Sounds about right. Also, see you later, George. Thanks for tuning in.
That's an actual thing at Imola, isn't it?
Though they may take our lives, but they may never take our ABS.
They've just done that.
They may take our ABS, but
Unfortunately.
they will never take our spirit.
Spirit, I think you missed the point here. The ABS was somehow lost in transit towards the Maserati crew, so they decided, fuck it, we'll just continue. We don't need it. Oh yeah, wait, is that rain I see? Oh, fuck that.
So we're tuned in on Fjord Fox now. How do you feel knowing that Scotland is there for you?
10 out of 10.
It's absolutely stunned by the turn up of crowds, so we'll move on very quickly to Blade Wolf. There's no English fans here. What are you gonna do?
Panic! Panic! There's no English fans! Ah!
Fantastic.
I'm very clever.
Oh.
I just realised I had my mic muted.
Oh, so we'll start that
Fantastic.
interview again. Fjord, how do you feel knowing that Scotland is in fact there for you in their home country of Italy?
Aye, it's alright, but honestly, I'm surprised people are here not having melted.
Top fucking draw.
Brilliant. We come to Spirit Wolf now. Hello.
Hi.
That's enough. And we come back to Name, who's parked out on the track. There we go. And the grid now finally lines up. Apologies for cutting people off.
I love you too, Snow. Spirit, how are you
I
doing?
nearly choked on my drink.
No.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go through this whole pint in one go. Be right back.
No way, here we
So
go.
here we go on a nice sunny morning in Misano, Italy. You can see the sun coming up over the pit lane there as all the cars get ready to go. There's 2.5 minutes to set the cars up, which is pretty much going to be how they left it at qualifying if they had any common sense.
Excuse me.
That was a Maserati backfiring there. We do apologise. It's a common thing with these cars being the fact that they're so old. You see the start finish lights now, the famous 2, 4, 6, 5 sets of 2 lights, which would in fact make it 10 if I could be bothered counting. 1:55 left to the start of the race, and hopefully I might shut up a bit. The flags have stopped waving in the crowd. I think the crowd can't quite understand what's going on here.
I got to get that out of my system. I apologise.
By the way, Spirit, nice backside. Nice backside.
Are you admiring my ass?
Yes, I am admiring your ass.
There we go, plenty of blue and
I
white
got a
flags
good view
there,
of your derriere in front of me in
waving for
that lovely
Fjord.
621.
One black and orange flag waving here. We wonder who that's for.
That's a
It's
spicy meatball.
It's for Blade by the time I'm finished with him.
Oh my god, the crowd are actually...
You know, you guys know in New Vegas you've got the Mr. Fisto bot in on the strip, and how sometimes it'll cut to the cutscene, and then afterwards it'll be like you've become crippled. That's basically gonna be Blade by the
that's-
time I'm done with him.
That's very slightly bizarre as I pan round the crowd in a 360 camera view. The whole crowd seems to turn and stare at me, including the flags wavers. They don't seem to be waving the flag in support, more protest as to why I'm doing this. Here they go again. If you're watching the stream, this is bizarre. One of us. One of us.
It's
One
not
of
bizarre.
us.
It can't be Bizarre because Zar's on the grid. It's snow, clearly.
No.
So 20
Good.
seconds
Thanks for
left.
that.
20 seconds left till we go. All car engines are fired up. Lights are coming on even though it's broad daylight. The marshals like it to be safe in this race as we go for the next warm-up lap.
What
to
level of bright do
Misano.
you think we need, Snow? Do we think we need like blindingly bright?
You don't need any light. I mean, if you can't see in this light, there's something wrong with you. You shouldn't be driving.
I'm using fucking like, you know, like bat vision, you know, like sonic radars and shit.
So here we go for a warm-up lap then, following everybody through the grid.
Pit limiter. Essentially, my pit limiter will... Oh yeah, just realised something.
Bye.
Yeah, I had to realise that we can't ghost each other. That's why I
Yeah.
steamed through you.
Yeah, we're basically in Trackmania mode right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Don't mean to startle you, though.
Hello,
Hello. You're in me. Right in me, baby. Yeah, in me.
Can you take me to dinner before doing that?
No, we
It's
go straight
going-
to second base.
That's going to become a meme.
This is how baby Aspens are born.
But this time it's not an Aston.
This is how
it's a
baby
Maserati.
Maseratis are born,
I was
clearly.
going to say, if these are all Maseratis and it's an Aston born, I don't think the Maseratis are very faithful.
Here they come. Hey.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's alright, we'll tell you what the start's like afterwards.
Sad Italian food, you know, just makes your arse step out.
Yeah, I just downshifted in there. Oh no. I'm not saying I'm flat spotted, but
You're flat spotted.
maybe a little. Tighten my wheel.
Sorry.
I got a problem with one of the nuts.
Having a little fun double file.
Oh, we
Right.
need to on the left. Easy enough.
I may do a full 360. Then continue.
What do you think I'm doing? Playing Ridge Racer?
Still end up with.
No.
I joked that they're a bit too fast. Probably going to need a pee halfway through this race.
And here we go as
Nope,
lights
nope,
go
too
out in 3, 2, 1. And it's finally lights out and away we go in the second race. So May takes up first, followed by Fjord in second, who's actually trying to take first now, followed by Spirit in third. They go together round this corner like a pack of cars would do when you first start a race. There may be gaps opening up later. Fjord folks pushes on the inside to take May. As Zar comes together with a Zergo and blatantly causes a problem, but we're not going to focus on that right now because we're at the front of the grid with May and Fjord Fox who's moving to try and take the position, who wiggles. Spirit going wide and performing a little bit of Tokyo drift there as they head up that straight to the U-turn, not hairpin, that it goes left. That's all the action for the next 15 minutes. We'll be back. Let's have a look a bit further down the grid as Blade Wolf has taken Adam Wolf and looks to open up the gap now. Adam Wolf pushing to keep up and hopefully put pressure on Blade now as Bracken follows them in 6th place, and Azure and Zar will be 7th and 8th, with Azure trying to chase down Zar for the 7th place position.
We're ready for you if you want to get that damage fixed.
Ah, yes. Pit crew, thank you.
I had pit crew, and then
You were swearing?
I'll let you have that.
It's okay. I only had a small heart attack.
Hey, he'll be fine. Martin Brundle had one. He's still racing.
I had pit crew once, and I thought it'd be funny to turn on the sweary version of it, which wasn't quite so funny when you're in 25th out of 30th in a race, and you've got this like random AI being like, "Come on, mate, make it less shit. You're being awfully shit." It's like, wow, that's really boosting my confidence right now. I've also forgotten how to switch it off, so I just don't use it now. Where are we anyway? So in first place it's still May, followed by Fjord, and second followed by Spirit, and third followed by Blades. Is going very slowly in fourth, followed by Adam in fifth. Bracken drifts like a king round that corner in sixth place, but it's okay because Zar's not quite close enough to catch up with that. Zar and Azure round the corner almost together, but not quite because one's ahead of the other.
Masterful observation.
Here's Name actually taking a corner like it should be done by, in fact, steering.
As opposed to not steering?
That's it for material now, guys. We've kicked off the race. We're just coming up to 4 minutes in. And there's not really been any position changes, apart from Blade Wolf overtaking Adam Wolf. Bracken Wolf, who ends up in the middle of the track. He gets taken over by Zar. Followed by Azure as well.
Assume my species.
What?
But there, Bracken.
Just called me a wolf.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, did you? Bracken wolf.
I don't recall saying wolf. Oh, must be
I'm
Tourette's.
sure there'll be a YouTube replay of it.
I'm sure I've got evidence somewhere.
Must be animal Tourette's.
Streams are recorded for quality and training purposes.
Probably not quality,
God, I have
just
to
for
say
training
too.
purposes.
No, I am not told to say that. So,
No, neither am I. Okay, so you have any questions for me, just let me know.
yeah, can I go and see my grandma?
Yes, eventually. When lockdown is over.
I should have brought sunglasses for that sun glare. Jeez.
Yeah, it's a bit bright.
Can I go outside and go piss in the river?
Can I hiss at the sun because it's blinding me?
Can I
Yeah, if you're a
smack a midget?
vampire. The answer to that is only if they are
What if I
being
can?
complete and utter. To be
What if-
fair,
What if secretly they're into it but don't really want to admit it, but like I can just tell? Then is it allowed to just smack a little guy?
I suppose. If they're into it.
I've broken steering.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you crabbing?
Yeah.
No, don't you spin, thank you very much.
How am I going faster now I've had a couple of beers? What the actual?
Confidence.
Yeah, have you
Confidence.
Have you been to Bathurst? We prove that you can drive better with a couple of beers. Anything more than a couple of beers, it goes completely pear-shaped.
Oh yeah, I'm very much in the like 2 but not quite 3 club.
Where are you going? He says to Czar questionably.
See, the thing is, that's called the line that I was meant to take.
U Sports line.
But however, it disappeared. The line I was meant to
And
take
Adam
is...
will professionally through that corner.
And here's me going over this corner like a goldfish that can't swim. So here's me while I just belch out 2 gears. Down into second. Down into first. And there's a spin. Nearly.
Why go into first gear? That's a no-no button. No-no gear.
No. That is
Wait, it's fun.
It's a no-no gear.
This is my no gear.
Don't touch my no gear.
I don't like that corner.
Excuse me, what? There was a goat making a very loud bleat in disapproval.
That is what I call angry bleed. Thank you very much.
Angry bleating noises.
So coming up for the halfway point, which I mean we're actually nowhere near it right now. Spirit is still chasing Fjord Fox for second place as Name shoots off into the lead. 9 seconds now ahead of Fjord Fox, who is only 0.7 seconds ahead of Spirit, and Blade Wolf, we're not getting that time. Oh, there we go. 9 seconds behind Spirit. Excuse me. Wow.
10 out of 10.
We have Czar here now. He seems to be on a bit of a Sunday drive on his own, and Misano seeing the sights of the track. There's no one ahead of him. There's no one behind him. Having a pretty safe race right now until Azurgo catches up, who is currently 8 seconds behind, and Bracken, who is still waiting to put in a 16.5 seconds behind Czar. Sure, why not? I don't know how it reads.
Oh, bit of a scrap going on for second.
If you two take each other out, I'll be smiling because it means I've got a chance.
Listen, I
And
want
if only I had this pace in quali, I would have actually maybe gotten somewhere.
Oh.
No!
Come through the crowd there as we see white, pink, purple, green, blue, green, white, red flags waving. I don't know who these teams are for, but there we go. As we reach the halfway point of this race. Why am I talking so slowly? As we reach the halfway point of this race, Fjord Fox is still being chased by Spirit. Name is out on their own, in a world of their own. Look at this, such a quiet racetrack for them. They could probably do a donut or two if they really wanted to, but let's not try that because...
No, I think they should try that.
Same. I mean, I tried in my race, so they got to do theirs. Mandatory's donuts.
Who doesn't love donuts?
Oh, bit of a corner cut there from Czar, but I'm sure the marshals didn't see that.
Didn't see what?
Fine, it's fine.
Drive through.
I've gone back to my roots. I've started learning how to drive again from playing Gran Turismo 2. See?
Yawning.
That was my first proper sim game was Formula 1 97. If you could call that a sim game.
I was going to say, is that a sim game? Because I used to play that as a kid, and still go back to it occasionally. The menu music is some of the best in like any F1 game.
Oh, I found my original copy of R copy of R Factor the other week.
I will praise you. The Formula 1 game on
does
Amiga.
well to defend that there. Very well to defend that.
I
Can't be allowed surely kicking the outside down to cover the inside line.
Formula 1 on Amiga, that's ancient.
I actually have Formula 1 on
That's
the
awesome.
That has the best intro music.
No, as Fjord Fox catches the gravel trap and Spirit goes through easily. See what these two can do now with 7 minutes left of the race, or it will be in a minute's time. As Azure has a problem at the back of the grid, it seems. That's alright, Bracken is 20 seconds behind you and Czar is only just ahead of you. You still have time to win this race. Anyway, we come to Adam Wolf in 5th place, followed by Blade Wolf in 4th place. Fjord is now in 3rd place for chasing Spirit for 2nd place, and meanwhile Name is still out there on their own.
Get back! Get back!
Come on.
Just kicking the outside down to cover the outside. Returning the favour from last lap.
Yeah.
God, my consistency is just dropping every fucking lap, I swear to God.
Just be more
This is quite a
consistent.
cool view on board with Fjord
Oh,
Fox.
nice.
So on top with Fjord Fox here as they chase after Spirit.
Meatball flag.
What have you done to your car to get a meatball flag?
Hit the wall.
Oh mate, 5 minutes before the end of the race.
I'll make it. Meatball flag for the win.
Become a mobile chicane, just to make it fun for everybody.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Meanwhile, it's actually got to a point where Name is almost caught up to the back markers.
This is my line!
Come on, take each other out.
Can Fjord Fox pressures Spirit once again, but slides very majestically round that corner and almost makes up a position. And they touch again. Surely there's going to be a penalty for parking on track, but there isn't because they both keep going as Blade Wolf works hard to catch up and make up the gap. So after all that, Spirit ends up a position ahead of Fjord Fox. Fjord chasing now as we go into the last 4 minutes of the race.
I helped both boot.
Thank
Bring
you.
it around again.
So that was probably on me, to be fair. I should have.
Nah. I overestimated the braking.
Well, you can tell these two drivers are British because they're shouting out the window and apologising to one another for the fact that they both made a mistake. Drive through for car 621 That's that
Funny
seems to be.
considering I'm Norwegian.
Why do you have a drive-through?
Because I said so.
That is absolutely what I meant to do.
I don't set the drive-throughs. I haven't got admin rights, but it could be for causing collision. So the tactical thing to do here for Spirit would be to gain a massive time advantage on Fjord Fox, who's right behind them, so that they could do that drive-through in progress without losing a position. We'll see what happens here. Oh, bit of a skid there, and they allow Fjord Fox through, and they've lost the car completely. They've lost the car completely. Meanwhile, Blade Wolf gets flagged for slow cars up ahead. Now, we'll see what can happen. And Race Control decide not to give Spirit the drive-through penalty.
Oh my god, that's what distracted me! Oh,
This is what-
nothing!
This is why I slowed down, by the way, Azia. Because I'm currently race control as well.
Yeah, my consistency is... I've dropped like 5 consistency points this race. This is ridiculous.
I'm down to 75, so you're alright.
Mine went up briefly, but I'm still in 81, so I'm happy.
I'm on 82.
Fjord getting
somehow
flagged for
87
slow
before.
cars ahead. I wonder who that could be. Up ahead of him now. They're moving over on to the side of the track to let him by. It's Bracken who dips to the left.
I've got the numbest foot right now on my heel. Ow!
Spirit, 0.4. You got damage, Spirit?
No?
Okay.
Well, maybe a little actually. It was a fairly hard hit.
So as we go now into the final minute and a half of the race, we see Blade Wolf desperately chasing Spirit for position, as Spirit desperately chases Fjord Fox for second position, as Fjord Fox desperately chases Namei for first position, and Namei is pretty much parked up and had a cup of tea by now because he's that far ahead of the pack. I believe this will mark Namei for a final lap as he goes over the line.
Right, man, neither is on the final lap.
Yeah, so he starts his final lap now, so when he crosses the line, as of now, regardless to who finishes, that means the race is finished. So anyone that crosses the line and still has laps to do, doesn't. It's that simple in endurance racing. Meanwhile, just up ahead of Namei, we have Zar and Azure fighting for 6th position. Azure holding the line very well as Zar gives chase by 0.69 seconds behind.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Blade Wolf again still closing the gap on Spirit. Can they do it with one more lap to go? And for some strange reason, Bracken gets a stop and go penalty of 30 seconds.
That's for ignoring meatballs.
I can't spell. What number are you again? Bracket 95.
95.
Hello, Bracken.
Hello. I'm gonna get out of your way.
As you wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Wiggle, wiggle.
wiggle.
Look at my steering inputs. If you're snowy.
So we're sat on board with Bracken now. That's a very interesting axis you've got.
Neither has finished the race.
Very interesting indeed. As the mate comes through the final corner to take first place. Good job on him.
Okay.
Oh, Fjord Fox goes off as Spirit gives chase, but also goes off, so stops giving chase. Never mind, that was almost exciting, but isn't. Meanwhile, Blade Wolf comes round a U-turn, still in chase of Spirit, who's chased by himself, by Adam Wolf. in 5th place, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen by the end of the race, guys. Everybody's pretty much settled in their position. Azure makes an attempt to go round. I think that's an MA.
Hey Noah, how are you doing? I'm sorry, that got pretty intense.
Yay.
I just saw a bracket.
You may continue.
And a fight has broken out between Azurgo and Zar. The two cars flash each other angrily because both drivers know that if they get out, there's not going to be a physical confrontation.
It killed the engine. Or stalled it.
Yep.
You're welcome, Azia.
Yeah,
I knew that I messed up, so...
It's cool.
Nice
So
one
I was
on
like,
my...
you have it, it's yours.
Thanks.
Thank you. I could not keep up with that pace. At all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh dear, Zar. Oh dear, oh dear.
Weird how I did a better race and then I finished 4th. Oh well.
I know to say CC's a totally different beast to any other game. I can't trail
Is that
brake at
reversing
all.
on track that I see?
I reversed to the end.
Right, guys, and that brings
And
that brings us to the end of streaming. Thank you for watching, all 2 of you. One of which was me, the other of which we don't know who it was, but there we go. Thank you for the support, whoever that was. Thank you and good night.